Hello and welcome to another quick training tutorial. In this training tutorial, I'm going to show you around the email nurturing scheduler inside the software. Now, what is the email nurturing scheduler? It is a very powerful feature inside the software that allows your customers to be on the loop, keeping them nurtured while they are on your service. Now, why is this helpful for you? Because you don't have to pay extra money to get an email campaign or drip system. You don't have to pay a third-party email provider like a Weber or MailChimp just to get emails being sent out to your active customers to keep them on the loop and stay nurtured during their length of stay within the service. So this email nurturing system is something that's already built inside the software. This saves you money and this saves you a lot of time as well. Now, how do we find the email nurturing scheduler? So from the dashboard, all you have to do is just go to Company, and from the drop down, go to Manage Emails. Once you click on that, we will be routed onto the email system screen. There you go. So from here, you would see some training videos onto the drop down that would guide you in case you'll get lost into navigation, and this will also help you understand the functions of the features onto the screen. Now we also have some important information right here for you to read through to understand further the email system. Then if you scroll all the way down, you would see the email nurturing scheduler right here. So we also have training video right here into the email nurturing scheduler section to know more about what you can do or edit inside the email nurturing scheduler. So there's a training video for that right here. By default, the email nurturing scheduler is automatically turned on. This right here. So you can always turn it off anytime if you don't feel like having this set of emails to go out to your customers, and you can always turn it back on at any time. Take note that this set of emails only goes out to your active customers. That means when you switch the customers inside the software coming from leads status or no portal status, and changing it to active status, they will automatically get this sequence of the email on the nurturing scheduler. So how does that work exactly? So let's say you have a customer inside a software and they are on a no portal access. So let's go to customers. So by default, when you add a customer, they will be in a no portal status. Once you place them on active status, within 24 hours of moving them to active status, they automatically receive the first email, which is the dispute process. Now let's go back to the Manage Emails screen. And then there you go. So this is the first email that your customers will be receiving. Now, how does this whole sequence works? This email sequence is designed in a certain sequence that would go over for the course of 6 months. Meaning to say, this is already designed to go out on a certain date or certain period of time within the period of 6 months. You don't really have to make changes when it comes to the sequence, but what's good about our nurturing email scheduler is you can change it. So you can make changes onto these options right here. You can edit or you can turn it off. So like I said, but you don't really have to make changes, as again, these are already pre-designed emails that would go out in a course of 6 months. So if ever that you want to make changes onto those particular sequence, you can always do so at any time. And I'll show you in a few on how to do so. But first, let me explain the whole sequence itself. So within the first 24 hours of moving a customer to active status, they do receive the very first email, and as you can see, it's indicated here after 1 day. After receiving the first email, they're going to be receiving the second email, which is to rebuild your credit product. After another day, they're going to be receiving the third one, and so on up until the 7th email. So this one right here. After receiving the 7th email, after 11 days of receiving 7th email, that's the time that they do receive the 8th email, which is this one. And then it's the how does bad information get on my credit report. And this is pre-designed in a certain sequence that would go over a 6 month period. And it also marks the peak of importance when this particular email is being sent out. But again, you can always make changes. Let's say, for example, you want to change the sequence. So all you have to do is click on the pencil icon. Let's say for the rebuild your credit product. So you click on that, and then you can change the days right here that it would go out. So if you want to put it on 2 days or 3 days. Then what you just need to do is to click on modify once you're done making the changes. You can preview the email, or you can edit the email if you want to make changes onto the content of the email. So if you just want to check the content of it, you can just click on view. And if you want to edit, just click onto the edit icon, and this screen would pop up, and you'd be able to make changes right here. Just be careful on removing the placeholders, because the software will automatically put some details right here. So you can choose or use the fonts that we have here onto the options. So you can add some information and add some fonts right here. So let's say, for example, let's put like test. So this is just a test that we're going to be doing. So once you've made some changes right here, just hit on update to save the changes. Alright, so let's say you already made the changes. Now if you're going to go back to the email nurturing scheduler section right here, you would see and you would notice right here there's an undo icon to revert the changes that you've made. So this is also an indication that you've made some changes or you've customized this specific email template. So if you wanted to revert it back, just click on undo and just wait for the page to refresh, and that should be removed, and it's going to go back to the original form. There we go. Now, what if you don't want a certain email to go out to your customers, just one particular email? So what you can do is turn off the email, that specific email, instead of turning off the whole nurturing scheduler. So you can just turn off the email that you don't want your customers to be receiving. So you can choose it from here. So let's say, for example, you'll turn off the number 3. All right. So with that, so this specific email will not going to be received by your customers anymore unless you turn it back on. Now, we have a total of 39 email templates available on the email nurturing scheduler. So if you scroll down, you would see we have a total of 39 email templates. If you want to add your own set of nurturing emails, what you just need to do is click on the new nurturing email icon, this one right here, and it would allow you to draft or create your own nurturing email. So first thing that you need to do is to put a title. Let's just say test, and then you can put right here your body, hello, and then let's use the placeholder to put their client's name. There we go. Then you can just put some information right here, and then you could also put an email footer, like a placeholder. You can put your company name. Oh, sorry. Your company name, your address. Remove that. Phone number, fax, email, and your website. So once you're done, just hit on save. There we go. Alright, so once done, what you need to do is just go back to the email nurturing scheduler and scroll all the way down. There you go, and you would see the nurturing email that you just created. You have the option to edit it, to view it, or delete it. You could also turn it off and on. So this particular set of emails are very important in keeping your customers on the loop. making them feel how you are valuing them in enrolling to your services. Now let me quickly show you how you can keep track of these email nurturing scheduler or the set of emails. So how can you make sure that these emails are going to your customers? So all you have to do is go to the customer screen. So let's go back to the customer screen and look up the active customers right here. So this is where you would see the list of your customers. So let's say, for example, this specific customer. So all you have to do is go to the send email section, and you would see this icon right here showing sent email tracking icon. So what you need to do is just click on that, and from the pop-up just choose nurture email, and this is where you would see the particular set of emails that has been sent out to your customers, and you'll see the sequence on when it was sent. So if you notice the date, so that's going to be after 1 day, after 1 day, after 1 day. So that would complete our quick training tutorial on how you can manage your email nurturing scheduler inside the software.